football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Boise State's offense will get first crack at it here. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Oregon's offense has the ball for the first time. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, going to the air. And that ball is live in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your rival.
On the move, it's Riley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it at the 15. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get up." Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And then it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. That they can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's 2nd and long.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Quick screen to the speedster outline. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now at areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus what...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weatherly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Riley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's into the open down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play, and this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
That's caught. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab down the left side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 and the 11.
It feels like everything this play caller is called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Green. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Creates a little room. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bates. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Weatherly. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Bringing the heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this 2nd half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating 1st half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be third and long. Moore to the air. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under fire. And down he goes back at the 3.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
On the ground, it's Riley. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Broncos line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Got it behind the line. It's Riley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Riley. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Here's the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Gives it on the option. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Broncos will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got a little space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Looking left. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Gaines. He breaks the tackle. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Turning it on! He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They want that clock to run. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or 2 guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets 1st downs.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Headed to the end zone. Are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get us?
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to punt it away.
And the returner will be brought down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Gonna run it. It's Davison. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.